Hello friends, greetings and welcome to BillSmart for housing and renting. I am going to show you the features of this software. So we are on the login screen and you see there are two roles into the software. One is for administrator and another is for salesman or for the staff member. So the administrator be able to do all the operations into the software. However, the staff will only be able to manage the transactions of creation of the sales or the rent records. They shall not be, the staff shall not be able to delete the transactions. Now I'll take you to the administrator role. BillSmart as an administrator, we can change this and log in there. And I have put a username and a password which can be changed, logged in there. This is our working panel. Here if you see that, so software has a party management which has the suppliers, that means from where we purchase the stuff for repair or any other kind of a stuff which is our input and we purchase, so that is the suppliers. Then the tenants are the parties to whom we are renting our premises or housing. So these are the search screen, and then we can create a tenant here. So let me create a new tenant. So I'll say Hari Om Sharnam, yeah, and a mobile number. So 123 and any mobile number. The only mandatory thing here is the name. Rest all is optional, like the job nature and the state and city, etc. Email. So I have just put Hari Om Sharnam and the mobile number 9876543210, and I save it. So once the record is recorded here, meaning the tenant is added in here, later also you can refer it via the ID or via the name with the mobile number into there. So a tenant is added to our system. You can easily just click on it and then update it. So it can be updated easily, pretty simple. Now if I want to add an address there, so for example 123 Main Road. So records are easy to update. Now refresh and then we have this record here. Now let me show you the renting items or the products, we can call them as easy. What products we are purchasing for repairing is kind like I have created. One is for cement. We have done some purchase for ACC cement for repair. Then we have water bill to be paid as an expenses. We can make the expense management also. Then we have the list of properties which we are renting or which we want to maintain the records, leasing or etc. So I have a house number, this is a serial number I have put in as an identifier, and this is a monthly rent for house number 121. Then shop rent, parking charges, flat rent, row house rent, etc. So monthly rent for row house, etc. So you can add up all of these items in there. What is the rent rate, what is the, for example if I click it here, so what is the rent received, yeah. You can also group them via categories, so categories are there. And you can also bring up a subcategory in there, so you can add a subcategory and a category there. How much is the monthly rental you have decided, so rent rate is there, yeah. So this all stuff is in there. Let me create one entity to show you one item which we will be going to rent it. So I'll choose one, so add. Now as I add it, it will ask me an identifier. The product ID is auto generated, so I am creating a entity or an item which we will be able to rent it. So say for example or lease it. So let me say house number 17. So house 17. So this is my identifier. It is alphanumeric. So I say monthly rent. So whatever the properties we have, we can one time add it like this, which I am doing it to show you. So monthly rent for H17. House number 17, whatever you want to write it. This is the text description, and then this is the identifier. So whatever you want to like it. Then you can put up a description also, which can generate into the bill or the rent receipt, which will give it to the tenant. So that can be added up here, description, if you want to add it. What is the advance rent we are taking it from there? So for example, we are charging say 40,000 as the advance rent. So this is the advance rent we are taking up. Then what is the future rent rate? This is the future provision. Maybe in that case that today we are giving a rent, say for instance 9,000 per month, but we feel like in the future it is something higher, so we can put that tentative value. If not, you can put 0. So let me show you why putting as a 0. So but this is a future rent rate. Now what is our current rent rate? So as I said, 9,000 is our monthly rent which we are deciding with a customer to whom, or a tenant to whom we are renting house number 17. And is there a amount to be adjusted? If yes, then yes, otherwise put 0. So 0. Which location we are located? So this I have put it as a dummy as in Australia, wherever you are there. So we put that as in there. Then there is an agreement term, and for how many months. So if you want to add this one up, add it, otherwise you can leave it blank. So if it is for 12 months or 11 months, then put 11. Okay. If not, then this is not mandatory. So only mandatory field is the name of the product or the item which we are going to, or the entity which we are going to lease it or rent it, with the rates there, and I save it. You can add a product image also. So I save it, I show you refresh. Now this item is added up here. We have created an entity as monthly rent for H17. So we have all the entities which we are going to lease it or utilize it for the renting purpose. So we have the list of the products available. Now let me take you to the rent and bill. So rent and bill is the place where we will be generating the rent receipts, and that it could be a cash receipt, it could be a advance payment, it could be a payment coming in future. So that way. So all of the rent receipts whichever we have generated, they will appear in the rent and bill section here. So when you click on the left side rent and bill, you will see on the top, this is view existing rent records, where my mouse is there. Now these are all the records which I see it here. Now I'll go to new. So we are generating a rent receipt for a tenant which we have just added, Hari Om Sharanam, and we are going to lease a house number 17 to Hari Om Sharanam. So let me create a new rent receipt. So now as I created a new, then I see that there is a rent bill number automatically generated 82, which date the receipt is getting generated. So today is the date automatically coming. You can actually change it, so whichever date you want to choose it. So let it be the same one. Rent is a credit, so if the amount is going to come in future, then let it be credit. And if it is a cash, that means we are receiving the money now itself. And if it is now, which means in the accounts also we will get the amount added, debited and credited both, because one amount we are to be received and one is already received. So which means that is cash. But if we are wanting to make it that amount will be coming in later, we will use credit. So let me choose the tenant. So I have added Hari Om Sharanam. I can actually type it Hari Om, and then I can choose to type it there as well. So Hari Om Sharanam, I just picked it up here, Hari Om Sharanam, and then there is a credit or cash, as I just indicated. You can add a tenant from here also. So if this is not all of those tenants which are here, you want to add it something new tenant here, just click on the add new tenant. So you can add it here and then it will appear here. So we have already added Hari Om Sharanam, and I wanted to type some notes into that receipt. So I say lease. So this is just a note to indicate their lease starting from July 21 for 11 months. I am just indicating. So this is an optional thing. Now if there is a billing modifications or billing details, this is automatically coming from Hari Om Sharanam address. If you want to change it, click on that, and if not, then just leave it like that. Now the item name here, the price details for the house which we are leasing. So I click over there and choose the one which we have, or I can just simply type monthly rent. So I'll go back there, monthly rent. So I just start typing, it will appear, and I press enter. So my monthly rent for house number 17 is there. Yeah. And if there are specifications you want to write for the house which we are renting, you can write it. Say for example, I say covered parking, or whatever you want to write. Yeah. Newly whitewashed. So you can write the specifications you want. Now rate is automatically appearing. I showed you 9,000 is the monthly one. So you can, at the time of creating this rent receipt, you can change it also. Otherwise it is automatically coming. So let it be like this. For how many months we are generating a rent receipt? So if it is for 1 month, find 1 month. And if you want to generate it for all 11 months in one go, then choose 11. So let me show you creating 11 months of rent receipt in one go, and every month we will receive the payment from Hari Om Sharanam, the tenant. So I am generating it for all 11 months in advance for Hari Om Sharanam for the house. Now rent received amount. So if there is a advance taken, then you can add it a value here, which will be deducted from the 9 unit 10, 100,000, 99,000 there. So no, we have not received any advance amount, so let it be like this. And item inclusive tax, so it is fine, add. So this is 99,000 is there. If you want to, after adding into the, this is kind of a card for you. So if after adding you want to change it, so double click over there and you can change the term and the quantity, etc. So rent receipt is nothing, rent rate is 9,000 for 11 months. Okay, fine. So this is all up here. And then there are other details also. If you want to add something additional or some other factors you want to specify, then add it, otherwise not needed. So leave that out and then I save it. So rent entry successfully stored, you see. And now then I just refresh it and I'll see on the top it is here, Hari Om Sharanam is there. And these are, if you look at on the invoice type, these are all the templates available for the rent receipts which we will generate and can give it to the customer or to the tenant. So if I show you, this is one example, A4 no tax and be happy. So I just click over there and then say print. So what I get it is basically our logo can go up here on this side. I haven't added a logo there, but it can be added. So it is an invoice, original recipient. Sweet Home Services is the name of the form which we have added. You can change it anytime with the address, etc. Bill to Hari Om Sharanam, 123 Main Road is their address, and then mobile number, and then July, and this is the invoice number which we have added up there. You can, this is the 822 is automatic number generated, and then this is a prefix which we can configure. So that is coming up there. It's a credit one. The notes I have put it up there. Then this is a Be Happy invoice. If you see it, I just small it up. You can choose any template. There are multiple, as I said. So around 60, 70 templates are up here. So serial number, product name and description, month for 11 numbers, rent rate, rent receipt, and balance amount. So what is the payment remainder? Rent receipt 0, and then what is the remainder? This is in credit. So as we will be receiving the money, we will be adding that. I'll show you that, our bank details, etc., and then the total amount, our terms and conditions. So I'll close this out, and this way we will have any other, like let me show you another one. That's a plain one, say for example tax details, no tax details. So this is another one which also has a discount if you are giving any special discount, so we can add up a discount up there, and then the total value. This is, I have generated it for a client, for Mr. Bhatni, and then I was showing the demo, and then I created this one. So if I want to see the bill of Hari Om Sharanam in this design, yeah, sure. So this is the one which Hari Om Sharanam at 123 Main Road for 99,000 in this design template. So you can choose it, any of the templates which you find it suitable. Like say, if I say this design, so I have this colorful design of another mode. So you can choose up the one which you want. Now this is the billing part. Now I say now we have multiple records coming up there, and I wanted to figure out, is there a record I have created for Hari Om Sharanam? Yeah, yes we have, and I removed the date and I wanted to check the search. So we have created one record for 99,000 in credit for Hari Om Sharanam. Now this is the billing part, and I wanted to show you the reporting part of it and then the accounting part. So I wanted to catch up on that, what is our rent summary, you know, for the month or a day or whatever the duration we want. So I just click on the rent summary, and if for a day report, if what are the rent records we have for today. So I am not changing the date, 12/12 is automatically coming for today, and we have 82 bill number we have generated for Hari Om Sharanam for today, 11th month. Payment mode is credit and balance amount is 99. So this is one we have generated. Now I wanted to see, for a month. So you just go back and then choose a date range and then see. So these are some transactions more done for other tenants, Ajit and Bhatmi Sahab, and then there is a Hari Om Sharanam, and then total rent record created is for 1,84,000, yeah, and the balance amount, etc. So taking you back, you can choose a date, whatever you like. Then there are multiple rent, reporting system. Like I've showed you the rent summary. Then there is the advance rent report, which has the combination of these parameters. Like I wanted to catch up on with a detailed report for, say, for example, Hari Om Sharanam. So Hari Om Sharanam, from the beginning till today, what are the transactions of rent receipt which we have created for Hari Om Sharanam? So we have created only one, so we'll find one. So if you look at, I'm zooming it out just to show you. So invoice number 82 on this date, Hari Om Sharanam, monthly rent for the item or the house, and covered car parking is the specifications we have added. Rent is there. If we have received anything, yes, otherwise months, and then the total value, so total months. So like if I choose not a customer and everyone there, just choose tenant name as none and then view. So then all the transactions, whatever we have done it for, say, shop and whatever it is, and then there are multiple pages, so page number 3, page number 4, etc., and go on to the last, and then we have 4,98,616 is the total rent we have generated, and 82, 81, 80, this way as we have generated, they are all up here also. So these are the detailed reports. Now, as I said, these are the reports, any report which are getting generated from the report section, profit, expenses, tenant outstanding report. So now let me show you an outstanding report for a tenant, for example. So then all the consolidated balances of any tenant will appear here. So tenant ID, tenant name, tenant mobile number, payable amount paid, and the balance. If you look at the last record, number 13, this is Hari Om Sharanam, and the mobile number, the total amount, what is paid. It is nothing paid so far because it is in credit. 99,000 is the due. So this way, all the reports, whatever the desired reports which we have, is the supplier list, tenant list. So tenant list is there. So all our tenants are coming up here. So, and then their details are there. So all of these reports gets generated into Excel sheet already, automatically. So if I show you, so all these things, whichever the reports are there, product list meaning the list of your houses or your entities, then categories and stock, and then if there is a vacant flat or etc., you will get that. Now if I go back to the to show you the report, then I go to the report folder in my software where I have installed it. Under it there is a reports folder, and under it there is an Excel list reports. So we have generated a customer report. Just I showed you the list of the tenants. I just clicked yes. Then you see this is our records which we have for all the tenants detail reports. So list of all the tenants with their details. Then I take you up to the other reports which we have generated, like say consolidated customer dues. So this is also the report which we have created. So if you look at this, this is our record of transactions of tenant payments outstanding. So likewise, whatever the reports we generate, they will all come up here. So if you look at this one, this I have showed you. I scroll down, this is an Excel. So the last one which we have generated for Hari Om Sharanam will appear up here. So this is the one, so it will arrange it, you can arrange your records as per you want. So this is an Excel sheet, so the data will automatically get extracted into the Excel sheet as well. So this gives you more freedom to work on that. So 4,98,616 is the total billing done so far which we have generated through there. So I'll minimize it. So these are all the reports which I have generated in past, so they are up here. Now going back to the software, and we have covered for the reports, I'll take you to the accounts part now. Under the account section, there is a tenant payment and there is a supplier payment, and then there we are under the accounts. So we can maintain the payments due or payment received from the tenants, then the supplier payments which we have done some expenses for the maintenance or anything. So those are our expenditures. and then there are expenses which are for our firm, which we have done day-to-day expenses, like so, or any other payments done, like maintenance charges for security guard, etc., which are our expenses, so we can do that as well. So now I'll take you to the tenant payments. So all, as I click on the accounts tenant payments, all transactions will appear automatically. Now I'll go back to the top, or I can simply choose the recent one, that is Hariom Sharanam, the customer name, and I say search. So as I searched it, there is only one transaction, so I find it one. I wanted to see the ledger meaning the account statement, and then the name is already being selected. This can be done via the account ID of the tenant also. It can be also done via the rent ID, meaning if there is a receipt done and we have given the receipt to the tenant, we can search via the transaction on that ID also. So the tenant ID which we have generated is 13, and the rent invoice ID is 82. So I'll show you that as well. The tenant ID is 13. So now, which is visible up here, yeah, and the total bill amount is there, and the balance is there, what was the amount here, which date, etc. So now I'll take you to the ledger. So click on the print report. So now if you see that, this is the customer statement, which will clearly indicate to us that on July 12th, that it was a sale or a bill generated for voucher number 82. Narration is there, and then it was a credit sale, and then 99,000 is there, and then the total balance is all 99 because we have not received it any money so far. So now let us consider we are Hariom Sharanam is giving some rent this month. So I'll click on new payment. As I said, you can receive it via the bill, you can receive it via the tenant. So now I am receiving it via the tenant. So tenant ID is 13, I can see it from there at the bottom itself, and then I click on 13, that's it. And then I get all the records auto populated. So Hariom Sharanam 99,000, balance is 19,000. Now it is for 11 months as we know, and 9,000 is being paid for say July. So I click on tab. The moment I tab it, after putting the amount received, 9,000 as whatever the amount customer is paying now, you can just receive it. So 9,000 is being paid, and the balance will remain as 90,000. And how are we receiving? So we can receive it via cash, card, credit, whatever it is, and consider it is NEFT. So I just say reference to SBI and the number, what is the reference, and which date we are receiving. So you can choose the date as well. So consider it is in future or whatever it is. So consider 15. So you can change the date or you can retain it same date. So I am putting it a date as 15th and I save it. So now the payment record is received, and now I wanted to see the ledger of Hariom Sharanam. Then you already have selected Hariom Sharanam, you just print it. So now I just printed. What I see it that there is a NEFT received by Hariom Sharanam on the date of 15th, and it is 9,000. Now the balance is 90,000. Likewise, for any other duration or time frame, whenever if I search it, I'll see those two records, because now one more record is there. Now consider after one more month, Hariom Sharanam came and then he wanted to make a payment. I am telling you a scenario for a month later. So now a new payment again, and for customer ID 13 was the third customer ID. I don't need to remember, I just check it from the name and then the tenant ID or the invoice ID or the payment ID. So 13 is there, I just tab it, and then Hariom Sharanam, now it is 90,000 remainder, total rent amount was 99,000. And now again he is paying, say for example, he is paying 2 months of a rent in advance. So unit 10, 100,000, 10,000, whatever the amount, or maybe a partial payment of 6,000 or whatever. So what will be the remainder? 72,000. And which, how they are making a payment now, this time consider it is a check. So okay, fine. So this is a narration if you want to write it. So I'll write a narration. So pay for whatever you want to write. So July, so I say August and September 21. Yeah, check number, this is the check number drawn on SBI, and then I save it. Let it be a future date also. So it is 31st, for example, 31st/7. So I save it, whatever the date you want. Now if I search it again, there is an entry and then there is a ledger update which says now the amount is this. This will also get reflected in the outstanding payment report. So I am in the report, and then there is a tenant outstanding payment report. So now if you see at the last record, we have a 72,000 remainder. Likewise, we will receive the amounts for all of these tenants. These are all listed down there. Now going back, you wanted to give a receipt of to Hariom Sharanam, a receipt of 18,000. Okay, so click on that and print receipt. So this one has a change to be required. So then the print receipt will also come. I'll configure this page here. So the receipt can also be given. Fine. Then move on to the other part of the software, which has the supplier payment. So we have done some expenses. We have created a purchase bill for some expenditure done or some purchase done. So we will create purchase bills. Purchase bills creation is similar to that what we have done it for the tenants. So I am doing a purchase for maintenance. So purchase bill number DDK, for example, slash, this is the number which we get it from a purchase bill, and we are, for example, purchasing from RK agencies. What are we purchasing? Say for example, we are purchasing ACC cement for repair. How many bags? So 2 bags. So rate is auto populated. There is no value we have put it, so there is no problem. So put a value 420, 410, and then I am just putting a random value. 820 will be the total amount. I add it and save it. So I have created a purchase bill, which means that to RK agency we will be making a payment of the amount which we are purchasing. So let me show you a purchase bill. ACC cement repair 2 bags, 410, 820. So as I indicated, these are all will be into the purchase reports. These are the reports up there. Yeah. Now going back in the account section, going back to the profit analysis report or profit and loss statement. This will show you from which date to which date what is the earning we have done. So what is the profit statement is total revenues which we have generated during this duration. So I have put it from 1st July till 12th July. So we have created total sale revenue or the rent creation is 184, and our expenditures is or our purchases are 1740, and we have done some repair work under this as an expenditure, so 6,500 there. So our total net income or net profit is this one. Yeah. So that profit statement for a duration. Yeah. Then expenses, let me cover you quickly with the expense. Supplier payments is similar. Then when we have to make a payment to the supplier, I can see the suppliers are up here. So you check on a supplier, RK agency, KM agency, Priya, Ajay Kumar, Manish, etc. So KM Enterprises or RK agency is supplier ID 5. So I just wanted to check. I go back to the bottom section here and I type 5. So I'll see that 1740, which I showed you just now, as a bill just created for ACC and then some other purchases. So 1740, and I want to see the details, so click on the summary there. So we have generated 2 bills for that print report. Let me make it full screen. So we have generated 2 bills, and DDK 12, and then there is a BK 123 is the bill amount prior done, 820 and 920. So total is 1740. So you will make a payment and then it will show you amount paid and the balance, etc. So this is the purchase of our expenses. Yeah. Then what more to show you is the quotations in the software. So you can generate a quotation and can give it to the customer. So I have already created a quotation and I'll show you a quotation sample. So these are all quotation samples. You can give it for some reason. So this is our company firm's name to Bakmahi, and then to Mr. Bakmahi, and then from which date to which date we are giving a quotation for what purpose, and then if there are terms and conditions which you can quote into the quotation. Yeah, estimate. So you can add up there into the quotation section. This is under analysis and quotations. SMS is also available. So SMS is available for 5 of the things, like you want to generate a notification to all of your customers or to your tenants, and then the sale, whenever you generate a bill, then it will go to them. Daily owner, meaning a owner of the business can get a notification that what is the bills got generated. Then per sale notification to the owner every time, and credit used to the customer. So these are 5 kind of SMS which can be shared to the tenants or to the customers. Then appears is basically quotations. I have covered it. Configurations of the software, wherein you can do the settings, which bill you want to print, which location, and then invoice prefix, location of backup. Software has a feature of backup. you want a multiple copy or single copy, and then terms and conditions and purchase terms and payment terms and conditions like that. So all of these features are there into a handy software which is very cost effective and easy to use. It does not need a much accounting knowledge. So I appreciate your patience to hear and watch the video, which is being created for general utility for anybody who does not need a complex accounting knowledge but able to use the software for account management of a renting business. So thank you so much. Do call us our number 8600 515 271. I'll repeat 8600 515 271 for more further inquiries, and we are delighted to be there with you. Thank you so much.